Hello everybody. Going ahead with the Pioneer project. I start this new repair taking care of the tuner. The model is TX-606. I have no clue about the condition of this, and so we don't know if it's working or not, and how long is that it has not been powered on. The only thing that we know is that this shaft, it's completely bent. By the way, it's rotating without any movement. It's not wiggling, so probably need some mechanical fixes. However, before to go ahead, I will not try to power it on like that. I will open and see the internal condition. I already have seen here there is some dusty and fungus down behind the glass here. There are some more clear spot on the glass that is sort of fungus. So same here. Not sure how well will be the end. There's some scratches here. Hopefully we can polish that. So let's open the top lid and see how it's inside. This is the rear. There is a tag here that I don't understand exactly what it means. They say it says okay 16 10 13 AS. No sense for me. And also this PN seems like serial number or purchase number, don't know. So let's remove the top cover. Let's see if I can move out. Okay, that is a very interesting layout with this angled PCB. Well, it's quite simple, I have to say. With this, yeah, look at that. It's completely bent, also the inside. So probably the panel here is bent. By the way, it's quite clean, so not really bad. So let me put apart the cover and start to make some check. The first thing that I want to address is this bent shaft. So I want to remove this panel, if it will come out, and it does. And yes, we have clearly some nastiness in this glass, as well as on the tuning meters. So let's see if we can have some idea how to fix it. Well, actually it has been more easy than what I was expecting. Just keeping in my hand the lower weight and the front shaft and bent in back in a straightened position, it fixed it. So very easy fix, and I'm quite happy about that. And we can't see any damages. This metal is quite thin and can't handle the counterweight on this shaft, and I suppose that has been dropped down, and the weight itself of the shaft here has bent the metal plate. However, well, it's now time to give a clean and reassemble the front panel. Well, I've changed my mind, and instead of reassembling the front panel right now, I gave just a quick cleaning on the scale and the meters, and I will go ahead with the very first test of this tuner, since there is a lamp here that may be faulty, as well as those in the meter. So before to reassemble and then have to disassemble again later, I just want to start with these tests. Power cord disconnected, switching on, and start to rise up voltages with variac. Let's say 50 volts. Okay, LED start to shine a bit, so I will let it lay at this voltage for a while before to rise up again. I'm at 100 volt. I have moved to FM mono, which should also exclude the muting circuit, and I have connected to the amplifier and see, yeah, it's working. It's not yet at the full voltage, but I do see tuning meter needle moving. Nothing on the signal strength. However, I don't have any antenna connected, so yeah, let's try to connect the antenna. Okay, antenna is connected. It's an FM outside antenna, and it's quite distorted, the sound, but I do believe that it's because I'm still at very low voltage. I'm at 120 volt AC. Signal strength meter is rising up. And it's working. By the way, I'm not having any illumination here nor there. So I don't understand if it's a matter of voltage still. Stereo LED is not coming on. So let's go ahead with the voltage increasing. Well, I am at full power and I'm going directly to the line, but the meter lamps are clearly off, so I don't know if they are blown out or if there is some circuit problem. By the way, I checked the schematic, and they are in parallel and connected directly to the secondary output of the transformer, the same secondary that is supplying the wall tuner. So I strongly believe that those bulbs are blown out. And indeed, measuring the AC voltage across the lamp, not sure if it's visible in one shot. .8 volt, 0.82. So lamps are blown out, and those lamps are 8 volts, and 8 volts it's quite an unusual lamp for the market, so must be place an order for that or make some modification. Indeed, I have in my hand these lamps, which are 5 volts, and they are quite easy to find on the market. This is coming from RS. So I'm not sure if I want to go ahead with an order or trying to maybe add one drop-in resistor and put this 5 volts instead. I don't want to make a LED modification. I don't like to make such modifications on this area equipments. I do prefer the incandescent bulbs type of lighting, since these components are not meant to be used daily, so the life of the lamps will be very long. So yeah, let's try to open up one of these meters and see if we can have some more clear idea. Okay, so to open the meter, there are 3 points where there is this adhesive tape on the bottom corner here and onto the top. So I just cut the adhesive tape and I didn't touch this what appeared to be aluminium tape, and it simply came out. So this is done. But about the lamp, it seems that those lamps are, the green color is done with directly onto the glass, and I was expecting to have a sort of filter on the lamp, but that's not the case, so there is no chances. We need to place an order and wait for the arrival. By the way, I have checked this voltage here, confirmed 8.8 volt, which is quite high, I have to say. And these lamps, if I'm not mistaken, should be 8 volts. So perhaps the voltage, it's a bit higher and the life of the lamps will drop down. Yes, the lamp is faulty. By the way, this is not glass, this is a plastic filter that has shrunk out with the age. So perhaps I will be able to remove from one side and try to slide in to the new lamps. Let's see. Yes, I've been able to remove the filter, just cutting in the middle along the way. So it's opened like that. Hopefully you can see it. So let's try to put a new lamp. To find the right resistance need to the 5 volt lamp, to drop down from 8, almost 9 volt, I have to say, to 5 volts. Well, I have used this decade resistor that I've just added to the lab. I still need to clean it and check thoroughly. By the way, it seems that 100 ohm, it's perfect for the purpose, and hopefully you can see. If I'm going to measure AC voltages across the lamp, we have 4.97, which is perfect. So I will make the same to the, let me drop down this and see the result. Let me switch off. Yeah, it's not too bad. It seems that the intensity is correct. I will open again and lift a bit, since this is a bit higher, so I will lift a bit the bulb, and I will do the same on this meter, And by the way, it's blown out also this bulb. So I strongly believe that this tuner has been connected to 230 volt, still set 420, and they have blown out all the bulbs because they are directly connected to the secondary of the transformer. So this has sense to me, because if it would be a lot of our work, so our work tuner, I should see yellowing around the meter here, also the rubber here very cooked, but it seems very low our equipment. So yeah, I strongly believe that it has been attempt to connect to 230 volt line, still set at 120. By the way, it doesn't affect the tuner itself, since it's perfectly working in both FM and AM. So let's go ahead with the bulb replacement on the meter, and then we will address the pointer. The lamps are installed, all three, including the pointer. By the way, adding the other two lamps has dropped significantly the voltage, so I had to almost divided by 2 the resistor valve to have a correct voltage drop across the lamps. And indeed, I ended up with 47 ohms for this kind of lamps, 5 volt. By the way, the result is not too bad. Let me switch off this. So it's quite good, I have to say, and seems to have the right intensity. So let's go ahead with the final test and see how it performs. Another thing, it's very difficult to avoid the enter of any particles around the scale here. It's very, very difficult. It seems that it attracts white small spots of dusty. It's very, very difficult to avoid it. Well, the first thing to check is the mechanical alignment of the pointer, and it's perfect. It finishes 3 marks before the end on both sides. Again, I have here so many strong stations that doesn't matter if I plug the antenna or not. So I need to set up the signal generator with very strong signal to overcome or kill the strong station, the incoming strong station. So let's try to have that. Sorry for the reflection. It's out of 1.5 marks. So let's test the end of the scale. The end of the scale has the same offset. Let me check in the middle. Center of the scale, same offset. So I think that we may just need to adjust the pulley on the capacitor instead of adjust the tracking, since it's yeah, that may, on the other hand, may change the mechanical adjustment. So let's make me some experiment on that. I have slackened the screws on the shaft of the variable capacitor, and I have tuned and properly aligned the pointer, and I believe that this has been the right decision. Moreover, on the service manual there are no indications about the adjustment points and the procedure, so I don't want to mess those adjustments, since it seems that is very sensible. And we will check also for multiplexer function, but I strongly believe that it's working fine. So I have just regulated the signal generator to 98 and it is spot on. Let's try 88. Yeah, as you can hear, with the signal generator connected, yeah, it's very slightly off. Very slightly. Yeah, I think it can work like that. So let's test the multiplexer section. And as expected, the multiplexer section is working fine. So if I stop the modulation, stereo goes out, and mono, left channel, right channel. So yeah, I think it's working. So no need additional work, just close it. Just a quick look inside before I close it. Those are the resistors that I have added to use 5-volt lamps, and the other one in the pointer is hiding this heat shrink. So let's cover it and see the final result. And this is the final result. These are the bulbs that I have replaced. There are a few scratches here and there in the corner, but all in all it's good result, and the has a nice shape. So let's see with its companion how it appears. Well, I apologize for the lighting. It's not easy to give the right light on those shiny components. By the way, this is how they look, and they are pretty to me. And this series, it's coming to be almost complete with the components that I have. It remain just the tape deck. The tuner is working very fine. So yes, another component, it's ready to go into the shell and ready to play some music. And I'm happy that none of those has a very bad broken components, damaged components. So yeah, another step ahead. So see you soon to the next time with the Pioneer project.